Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to dive into the world of Ever After High and explore what happens next after the graduation of the students of Ever After High. Imagine Raven Queen, Apple White and their friends navigating the fairy tale world as young adults, with the Royal Council being replaced by the Fairy Tale Federation. So for those who don't know what Ever After High is, it's a high school that prepares teenage children of fairy tale characters to take their parents' place and keep their stories alive. One of the main characters, Raven Queen, the daughter of the evil queen, is determined to forge her own path and break free from her mother's evil legacy. Meanwhile, Apple White, the daughter of Snow White, is on a quest to live her happily ever after and make her own fairy tale dreams come true. And then there's Madeline Hatter, the daughter of the Mad Hatter, who is one of the few people who can talk to the narrators. To summarize, Ever After High is like a combination of every single fairy tale to ever exist mixed with a high school musical but with a modern twist. The graduation of these fairy tale characters brings us to our story. Imagine a world where the Fairy Tale Federation is trying to bring order to Ever After High. But Raven Queen and her friends start to uncover secrets about the Federation's true intentions, leading them to once again band together in order to find the lost chapters, which are hidden pieces of fairy tale history that could unlock the truth about the Federation's true plans. Before we dive into the story, I want to break down the design choices I made for this drawing. I aim to capture the whimsical vibe of Ever After High while incorporating new elements to reflect the characters' growth and the changes in the fairy tale world. To achieve this, I kept the overall color palette consistent with the original series, but made some key updates to the characters' designs. For example, I changed their hairstyles and outfits to better reflect their age, giving them a fresh yet familiar look. Then, to reflect the changes in the fairy tale universe, I added a new character which can be seen in my story later on. Spoiler alert, that new character's name's Lady Walter and you may want to keep an ear out for her. Okay, now let's finally get into the story. It's been 5 years since Raven Queen, Apple White and their friends graduated from Ever After High. The fairy tale world has changed a lot since then. Goodbye Royal Council, hello Fairy Tale Federation. The Federation has promised to bring order, but things aren't as magical as they seem. Raven is now a best-selling author known for her dark magic novels. Don't worry, they're not that dark, mostly just lots of spell disasters. She's living in a cozy little cottage on the outskirts of the kingdom, surrounded by books, candles, and strange artifacts. But one day, Raven gets a mysterious message. The Fairy Tale Federation isn't just organizing Ever After High, they're secretly rewriting everyone's destinies, erasing parts of history, changing the endings of stories, and, well, making things way less fun. Someone has to stop them. With no option left, Raven calls up her friend, Apple White, who's now the hottest fashion designer in the kingdom, and Madeline Hatter, who's running a super popular hat shop and still has a knack for finding the weirdest hat. The three of them meet up at a little cafe in the kingdom, surrounded by the hustle and bustle of fairy tale creatures. Apple, as always, arrives fashionably late wearing a dress that is straight off the runway. Madeline bursts in wearing a hat with a giant bow and carrying a tray of freshly baked treats. Raven rolls her eyes, hiding her happiness to see her friends. The three of them are ready for their next adventure, finding the lost chapters, hidden pieces of fairy tale history that could unlock the truth about the Federation's plan. However, they're not the only ones looking for them. A new crop of villains led by a mysterious Lady Walter, the daughter of the evil emperor, is also after the lost chapters. They want to twist the stories in their favor. The race is on. Will our heroes get there first? Along the way, Raven, Apple, and Madeline face many challenges. A riddle-sprouting dragon who just wants to talk about cupcakes, a forest that keeps changing its path because trees have terrible memory, a giant clock tower that keeps rewinding the time every time they get close to the lost chapters, and to top it off, they meet some new faces too. However, meeting some new faces may not have been as terrible as they thought. Periwinkle, the daughter of Tinkerbell, was pretty good at tinkering under pressure, and Jamal, Aladdin's son, who may or may not have turned his magic carpet into a race car, was pretty fast on land. Together, they discover that the lost chapters are way more powerful than they imagined. But somehow they persevere and Raven and her friends finally find the lost chapters. But just as they were about to open them, Lady Walter swoops in and steals the last chapter. "You thought you could change the story," she taunts with a villainous laugh. And just when Raven thinks it's over, the pages of the lost chapter start to glow. Wait, what? The story is not over yet. In fact, it's just beginning. What happens next? Will Raven and her friends finally take down the Federation? And who is exactly controlling the fairy tale world? Guess we'll have to wait and see. And here's the final result. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more art, chaos and questionable life choices. I'll see you in the next video.